To understand how a debt agreement is different to bankruptcy, we firstly need to explain what a debt agreement is. A debt agreement is a formal repayment plan where you offer to repay as much as you can afford to over a fixed period of time to your unsecured creditors. A registered debt agreement administrator draws up a proposal with a repayment plan, which is then formally agreed upon by your unsecured creditors. In our experience, most unsecured creditors will usually agree to receive less than what they are owed, and once the agreement has been complied with, any amounts still remaining will be cleared. Bankruptcy is different to a debt agreement in that you are declaring that you cannot repay any of your debts. Once you have declared bankruptcy, you will be subject to the following restrictions. You must surrender any assets that are worth more than a certain amount, which is determined by the governing body. You must surrender your passport, and you cannot travel overseas without permission from your trustee. You will be subject to a yearly assessment of your income, and you may become liable to pay compulsory contributions into your estate. You will be obliged to deliver up all of your books and records, which will be thoroughly examined by your trustee. Your trustee may call a meeting of your creditors and may direct you to attend where you could be questioned. Your trustee may publicly examine you in open court. You cannot act as a company director whilst bankrupt. You have to give up any cash balances in your bank account exceeding $2,000 at the time that you become bankrupt. Debt agreements are not as strict as bankruptcy because you are still paying back some of the debt, just not all of it. So while you are subject to debt agreement, there are no restrictions on travelling overseas, your income, it will not be subject to a yearly review, and you could not become liable for compulsory income contributions. Your books and records will not be thoroughly examined. You will not need to attend any meeting of your creditors, as all of your voting on your debt agreement is done by postal votes. You will not be publicly examined. You can still act as a company director, and you will not need to surrender any of the money in your bank account. If you want more advice on a debt agreement, call our friendly and professional debt consultants on 1800 653 485.